Alright, so if you're like me, you're probably tired of spending hundreds of hours in Enshrouded hunting for all these materials for food and for crafting, and it's just a mess. You run out of flax on your armor, berries for your health potions, or even twigs for your arrows, right when you mostly need them. It's a painful loop, and then you have to spend a lot of time going out there and grabbing them up and grinding them out. Well, hopefully with this video, I'm going to help you stop the endless grind. I'm going to show you how to build a completely self-sustaining farm that pipelines almost an infinite amount of plants and resources into your base. Now, this isn't just about planting a few seeds, it's about creating an engine that never stops producing. So stick with me, and hopefully you'll never have to run out of materials again. If you're new to this channel, make sure to like the video and subscribe for more Enshrouded content. So what's the big secret on infinite resources? It starts, of course, with the ground that's under your feet. You might think that hauling hundreds of materials to build a big farm, but you really don't. The key is to have a humble rake. The big trick is using the rake and then the farm soil that you may found. All you really need is just a single good block, and then you can use your rake to spread it out really as far as you need it to go. You can make a massive field for nearly free just by using the rake, turning one crafted block into an entire farm without really any extra resources. And if you want to move your farm, just simply use the pickaxe to dig up the farm soil and then take it with you, because it just immediately goes back into your inventory. This is like a core mechanic for building farms and planning where you're planting everything, so you invest once and it's like, it basically expand forever. All right, so before you play Farming Tycoon, you kind of need a couple things, and of course, the first person is going to be Emily Frey, the farmer. You'll find her in the Ancient Vault, which is just north of the Springlands Ancient Spire. The trip involves like a little bit of platforming and grappling. I mean, it's easy, but you need this lady to get everything moving. Once you've woken her up, use a summoning staff, put her in your base, make sure she's got a roof on her head and a bed to sleep on, and then she can start cooking. Literally cooking, that's like her thing. Once Emily Frey is safely at your home base, your next job is to craft a seedbed. You can craft a couple, honestly, like 3 or 4, and you'll have more than enough materials for what you need. It only costs 10 wood logs, 2 metal scraps, and 10 farm soil, and it's easy to do. The farm soil you can find in various farms that are located all around Enshrouded. I mean, they're all over the place. You just simply dig them up with the pickaxe and you're good to go. The seed bed is where the real magic happens, letting you turn one plant into a massive harvest, and that's going to be the trick for most of this. Now, just so you know, not all soil is equal. Planting on the regular dirt, you'll find is everything grows painfully slow. It just takes so long. So to build an efficient farm, you need a better foundation. There's 2 types that you will be working with. First is, of course, farm soil. Emily Frey can whip up this for you with just some dirt and bone meal too. You can just get the dirt by digging anywhere, and you get bone meal by tossing bones into the alchemist's grinding stones. Farm soil makes your plants grow twice as fast as normal dirt, which is honestly like a huge upgrade. The real prize is the fertilized farm soil. This is like really good stuff. It takes more advanced materials like fossilized bone dust and nitrate, but trust me, it's worth it once you have this soil. Plants in fertilized farm soil grow up to like, it feels like 4 times faster than regular dirt. That means that you're harvesting crops in like a fraction of the time, seriously speeding up the whole operation and your resource pipeline. And don't forget the rake trick. You only need a handful of blocks to get started, and you can spread it infinitely. Now, with all of these in mind, water is the fuel that makes the seedbed run. Almost every recipe for seedlings needs a steady supply of it. Running back and forth to wells is kind of a massive waste of time, so let's just build the wells right here at our base, right? By crafting a few wells and placing them near your farm, you create a renewable source of water that's always ready when you need it. The enhanced well is even better since it holds more water, and you can just draw from it and it will refill over time. And now for a truly instant, unlimited supply with this little trick, you can place the well, go over to your seed bed, and then click Add Materials. It'll instantly siphon all of the water from those wells within the base's district and immediately put it into the seedbed. From there, you can just take it out and put it wherever you gotta go, but it's right there, and this pops straight back in. Okay, now that we got the heart of the infinite loop, multiplication, the seedbed is how you turn a single plant into an endless supply. The process couldn't be simpler, actually. Take a plant you've planted, let's say, for example, wheat. You put some of that into the seedbed with some water and some fossilized bone dust, and after a little bit, it becomes 20 wheat plants. You literally just 20x your supply. It's ridiculous. You can then plant all of those seedlings, wait for them to grow, harvest them, and then take what you need for crafting and put the rest right back into the seedbed and make 100 more seedlings. This is how you get exponential growth and achieve truly infinite supply of plants that you can find in and around Enshrouded. It's really key. With the endless river of seedlings flowing in, it's time to plant. How you set up your farm makes a huge difference, however, in how fast you can plant and how fast you can harvest. Work, of course, smarter, not harder. The most efficient way is by using the game's snapping feature, where you place seedlings on your hotbar, turn on snapping, and lay them perfectly in straight rows, uniform rows, and what have you. Not only does it make it look amazing, but it makes harvesting a breeze. You can just run straight down the line and holding the action button, and it'll start just putting them all over the place. Personally, I fill in these corners where my base is, and it works out fine for me, but you can really make these look professional if you have the time. For an even cleaner setup, you can build raised planter beds using simple wood blocks and creating kind of like modular square planters for each crop. That makes it kind of like a management dream. Like, it makes it look really, really nice. You can also have dedicated specific beds to specific resources, making it easy to see what you've got and what you need to replace at a glance. All right, so now you've got like this fully operational, near infinite resource engine. Now what? Well, the genius of the system is tailoring it to what you need. This is where the farm goes from being a simple garden to a strategic weapon that powers your character. If you're an archer and you like using the bow, one of the biggest headaches that you can have is running out of arrows. That means that you would need a ridiculous amount of twigs, and the solution is just farm shrubs. By planting shrub seedlings, you can create a dense forest of twigs right out on your front door and like harvest these stacks all within a short amount of time, enough to craft 1,000 arrows. You'll never have to interrupt an adventure to go on a twig hunt. For warriors and tanks, if you're like me, I like the melee enjoyer kind of things. You need the powerful food buffs, honestly, between strength, constitution, and endurance. Plant crops like bell peppers, tomatoes, forest beets. Honestly, anything that buffs strength and constitution is always going to be 100% useful. For the mages, your power is almost directly tied to your mana, so stop scrounging for all random mushrooms all over the place and start farming for your own basic mana regeneration. The Azure Rasula mushrooms are a fantastic crop for crafting mana potions. You can also grow plants needed for other powerful spells or intelligent boosting foods. A mage with a dedicated farm is almost like a near bottomless well of powerful energy. And of course, no matter what your class is, there are a few crops that everyone should be growing. Flax is very important. You need an insane amount of flax for linen, for higher tier armor, furniture, and more. A massive, constant running field of flax is always needed. Other essentials could include chamomile or strawberries or saffron if you have the extra fertilized farm soil, which can really help out with other buffs. But you can really build what you need to benefit from. And there you go, a simple, repeatable system to unlock nearly infinite resources in Enshrouded. And you got your infinite soil trick, unlimited water supply, and exponential power of a seedbed that you only ever need to find 1 or 2 of a flower, and then you're good to go. You can then have them delivered directly to your base forever. As a note, I also have set up some tamed animals within pens nearby, near this farm. Now, this doesn't necessarily always grant the meat because you would have to kill the animal to get said meat. However, it does offer some other materials like scales as well as eggs and feathers. So keep that in mind. If you're going to have a farm, you might as well have some farm animals, right? If this guide helped you out, do me a favor, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more Enshrouded tips and tricks. The Enshrouded water update is coming soon, and if you missed that announcement, you can click this video here to see all the information that we know as of today. As always, stay caffeinated, folks.